I know. It's been just a few days, since I posted a Ren React. So here, without further ado, is another one for you all to bite down on. We have Ren's Money Ties today. It's been recommended by a few of you, so I'm excited for it. It sounds like it could lead into some more social commentary, which I am always down to listen to. So, let's get started.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
That is such a poignant little piece of spoken word poetry there at the start. Really framing up the narrative about how we've commercialized this world, and we as humans have created this scenario where so many of us are forced into poverty, into extreme low situations just to afford what we need to survive: shelter, food, water. We shouldn't be commodifying these things. They should be inherent human rights for being placed on this world against our wills and having to survive through it all together. It's a collective human experience. We should not be paying for that. We should not disadvantage some just so they can afford that.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the puller.
So I love his cadence here. This is very like suburban hip-hop rap, very similar to what I'm used to hearing from Australian urban artists, and of course British. But I just want to specifically look back at the line, "When a scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow." Now, this is such a great line because it describes so many things. The biggest example of which, and one which I'm going to do a video on soon, is the entire field of economics being this propagandized treatment like a science, just to reinforce the narrative of capitalism and the system that we are in, such that it continues forever despite being horrendously classist and building a wealth divide that is going to last generations. It's such a sad reality when it's institutionalized and normalized to lie and taught. This is what authoritarian regimes do. This is not what a free society should be doing. We should get rid of economics as a field of study, basically, is what I'm saying.
The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, well, you die with a grin. Now,
and isn't it so true that banks and financial institutions are a large cause of the burden and the stress, and they aren't held legally liable for the types of things that they put millions of people through. And it also speaks to this backwards treatment of liability and criminality in modern society, and the way that the law is applied, not written, because it's not always written in a way that is discriminatory, but it is often applied that way. So you think about one person murdering another person. Yes, that person will likely go to jail for the rest of their lives. They see a penalty to their actions if they're found out. Now, at a certain point of scale, if your actions cause deaths at a certain point of scale, you are no longer responsible for them. Corporate identities, corporations, entities are then held responsible, except that they're not. They're not prosecuted, right? See, if a health insurer is the direct cause of thousands of deaths because it refuses to insure someone so that they can get the treatment that they need to survive, is that not, at the end of the day, thousands of times worse than a single person murdering a single person? And yet, that health insurer is not held liable. Its actions are legitimized and explained away as just them following a capitalist private mode of operation where profit matters more than anything else. And apparently it matters more than holding people criminally liably responsible when they had everything in their power to help and they choose not to because it means that they will make more money. It's a bit fucked up.
Just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Bren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her. Hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And
I love the filmography of this video as well. It's very close up, highlighting Ren's face a lot of the time, his expression, which says just as much as his words. This is a very intimate narrative of a very collective experience.
there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul, and there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes, and that dark can get much darker. We all must grow old, but listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see.
It's almost weird to hear him say or urging someone to be brighter and kinder than he is. I think there's this representation of men in media that strips them of a lot of emotional agency, and we're seen as either caregivers, providers, workers' instruments, basically, for life, rather than how women are generally portrayed as being more emotionally centered, connected, and intelligent. I think that also has the effect of making it seem like we don't care. We're not caring. We're not loving. We're not nurturing. We're not all of those things. But we are. Ren is. I would say that he cares emphatically much, given how much effort he has put into his message being heard and how collective of a message that is, that we do need to stop and appreciate what we are doing to the world and the people in it. And it's kind of sad to hear him not consider himself in that light. Maybe he didn't back in that time in his life when he was talking to his sister, but certainly from everything I've seen now, he is a extremely caring and kind and passionate individual who is a bright, brilliant light in this world.
World needs love and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall.
Man, I got chills with that. It's really emotional, this song. It's from the heart, and the perspective that it's put in of him talking to his sister, imparting that older brother knowledge, teaching. It's so worldly and so humble. And yeah, man, fuck them.
Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow.
I get the feeling from the lyrics that he held a lot of animosity, potentially, towards his healthcare and the treatment that he received, or mistreatment, over many years. I do feel for anyone that's put through that. You know, I myself had a bad experience and then never saw another mental health service for like almost 7 years. That, you know, traumatic experience is nothing to poke at, but he's not living in that sorrow. He's not feeling sorry for himself. He's picked himself up and he's saying, not today. Today I go on. Today I am more than my diagnosis.
Gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend law, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money.
I don't think he's using a vocal effect there, but just the tonality of his sounds kind of T-Pain-ish.
We in the bed line.
But it also sounds great. But it just reminded me of the T-Pain sound.
Make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives. Money both. Money is Cause money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept. People are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money.
Yes. Money is a figment of our imagination. Money is a human creation. Money is nothing inherently of value. If anything, it is a representation of the value that we have produced from our work, right? Unfortunately, it has become decoupled from just being a representation of our work that we have produced and has become a method of enforcing classist divides in life experience. It is a physical barrier to it for some people, and it is a open door, blank check for others. It's discriminate in its application, not in its construction, but definitely in its application.
Oh man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money ties, money ties, money ties, eh? Money lies, money lies, money lies, eh?
Interesting last line to leave on there. No people, no profit. It kind of plays on homophones a little bit here. Because you could say no people, no profit, as in profit, profits. You need workers to have profits. But instead here, he's changed the monetary profit into the religious profit. And I think that's emblematic of the fact that that saying is, or idea is no longer true. You can have profits without people in a lot of areas of society today, which is wrong. It's just flat out wrong. It's an example of how money has been disconnected from the creation of value. And it also speaks to the religiosity of the worship of money by changing it into profit, like a messiah. Like, we look up to people like Musk, and some people even look up to Donald Trump because of the money they have. But funnily enough, even though they have this prophetic stature, it's only afforded to them because of the people that believe in them. The money doesn't give them status. People's belief in money and the fact that they have a lot of it gives them status. So again, no people, no profit, no messiah. People are essential to everything. God, this was a thick song with so much to say. You could break it down line by line with so much more. You could write a report on it. You could write a thesis on what it has to say, really. Again, just another example of Ren fitting in such a large and what could be very wordy and abstract idea into simple, easy to understand and digest imagery in a really easy to digest musical format. He's truly a teacher. Like, in another life, Ren is the best high school teacher you ever had, right? The one that makes you question what the textbook says and says that it isn't settled science and asks you what you see value in. Ren is just amazing. What can I say? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and trust me, there's plenty more to come. I've just started up a Patreon as well, which you can check over at patreon.com/comradebenj. You can sign up for free, or there is a very small tier for all our comrades. $4.20 a month, less than the price of coffee. You get access to full podcast episodes every week, as well as extra exclusive videos, reactions, as well as all different types of commentary and topical issues that I want to cover. You also get to have a say in what I cover next and get to be part of a community that is full of like-minded people, skeptics, dreamers, thinkers. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you next time.